The 11th episode of Whirlwind opens with Mangil surreptitiously giving Jang-suk Min-ho's tablet. Has he abandoned ship? In exchange for the tablet that supposedly has all the details on all of Min-ho's illicit transactions at Namsan, he begs Jang-suk to spare him and his family. Picking up from where we left off in the last episode, Soo-jin is at the prosecution's office, prepared to take on Jang-suk's questioning. She is not helpless, though. Soo-jin altered Min-ho's journal on the tablet, giving the impression that President Jang Tae-joon is not guilty. She creates a story in which President Jang Tae-joon betrayed his son and her husband was working with Sang Cheon. Regretfully, Dan-ho uses the fictitious proof found on Min-ho's tablet to justify a news conference in which Ji-dae's name is cleared. Unaware that Soo-jin inserted her version of events to the diary, he maintains that all the information on the tablet is accurate. She must have been typing that in the previous episode. Dong-ho gives Soo-jin what she wants before realizing his error. Soo-jin portrays him as a heartless individual who murdered President Jang Tae-joon, who was innocent. The following day, Dong-ho recalls President Jang Tae-joon's advice to lie with sufficient confidence until the other party begins to question what they witnessed. Upon meeting with Jang-suk, Dong-ho acknowledges his error. Supporters of President Jang Tae-joon will never accept that the former leader was ever guilty. They must therefore learn to live in a world where President Jang Tae-joon is still revered as a saint. Sadly, they are unaware that they are being photographed while they converse. Dong-ho receives a call at the same moment telling him that Soo-jin's special prosecution bill has been approved. She is attempting to undermine Jang-suk's credibility as a prosecutor and that attorney Choi Jin-soo be appointed as a special prosecutor. She further agitates the situation by bringing up the pictures of him and Dong-ho from that morning. However, Dong-ho vetoes the bill and is questioned on his connection to Jang-suk. Soo-jin uses blackmail to keep Dong-ho at bay. Her previous university contacts are now powerful figures in government unions and other organizations. She assists them in planning nationwide demonstrations calling for Dong-ho's resignation. Additionally, the prosecutors turn against Jang-suk, and Soo-jin's case is dropped. Calling Dong-ho, Jang-suk dejectedly informs him that all is over. Pressure is still increasing, particularly now that supporters of President Jang Tae-joon believe Dong-ho killed an innocent man. They pursue him relentlessly. As Soo-jin brings the nation to a halt, Dong-ho is left without assistance as the ministers backing President Jang Tae-joon leave. She directs the demonstrators to focus on the Blue House when they march to the National Assembly. Dong-ho is begged by Yeon-suk to go into hiding at the safe home, but he won't allow Soo-jin to prevail. He arranges for Jong-yeon to see Man-gil in order to deceive him into thinking she needs assistance leaving the nation covertly. In order to help Soo-jin deal with two politicians and guarantee her position as the next president, she offers him blank documents. She acts as though she had to say goodbye to her mother and that her phone is dead. She accepts Man-gil's phone and locks him inside the strange place where they were meeting. Dong-ho threatens Soo-jin over the phone and requests that they meet at the hill behind the Blue House. She instructs the leader to wait for her signal, putting a temporary stop to the protest outside the Blue House. We discover through several flashbacks that President Jang Tae-joon, Soo-jin, and Dong-ho used to climb that hill frequently to see the sunset. Spending time with them always made President Jang Tae-joon happy, and he expected the two to look out for and discipline him. He was sort of held in check by Dong-ho while Soo-jin looked out for him. Dong-ho gives Soo-jin only a few seconds to decide whether to descend the hill with the 50 assemblymen or by herself, and Soo-jin becomes sacrosanct. Additionally, he makes threats to expose her as President Jang Tae-joon's true killer. As she is about to make a decision, Mang-il phones her after the cops save his life. He says he's sorry and that Jong-yeon snatched his new phone, which is empty.